Thank you all for coming out to the channel. I'm so excited to be here, sharing my thoughts on the wild and wacky world of dating. In today's day and age, it seems like finding love is more complicated than solving a Rubik's Cube while juggling flaming chainsaws. We've got real-life dating, where you have to brave the awkwardness of face-to-face interactions, and then there's online dating, where you're basically judging people based on a few carefully curated selfies and a witty bio that's probably 80% lies. Let's start with real-life dating. It's like stepping into a minefield of potential rejection and awkward encounters. You've got the first date jitters, where you overthink every word you say and every move you make, wondering if you're coming across as too weird or too boring. And then there are the dreaded signals, those subtle cues that are supposed to indicate whether the other person is into you or not. You know the drill: a lingering gaze, a playful touch, an extended laugh at your mediocre jokes. These are all supposed to be signs that you're on the right track. But in the maze of modern dating, these signals can be as confusing as a traffic jam in rush hour. I remember going on a date with this girl once, and I thought everything was going great. We were laughing, talking about our shared love of obscure indie bands, and even had a moment where our hands accidentally brushed against each other. I was convinced she was into me, so I leaned in for the kiss. And that's when she pulled out her phone and said, "Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were talking. I was just trying to catch a Pokemon." Talk about a mood killer. I felt like I'd just been hit with a Pikachu thunderbolt of rejection. And that's the thing about real-life dating. The stakes are high, the emotions are intense, and the potential for heartbreak is always lurking around the corner. Then there's the world of online dating, where you can swipe through profiles like you're browsing a digital supermarket, picking out potential partners based on their hobbies, interests, and whether they have a six-pack or not. It's a world of endless possibilities, where you can connect with people from all walks of life, all from the comfort of your couch in your pajamas. But the thing about online dating is that it's like living in a virtual reality simulation of love. You're creating an idealized version of yourself based on carefully selected photos and witty one-liners, and you're only seeing the best side of the other person. There's no way to know if they're really who they say they are, or if they're just a catfish waiting to reel you in and then disappear into the digital abyss. I once went on a date with a guy who, according to his profile, was a successful entrepreneur, a world traveler, and an avid rock climber. In person, he turned out to be a pizza delivery guy who lived in his mom's basement and collected My Little Pony figurines. Talk about a reality check. So, what's a single person to do in this crazy world of dating? Well, I'm not an expert, but I've learned a few things along the way. First, don't take it too seriously. Dating is supposed to be fun, not a life or death situation. Second, be yourself. Trying to be someone you're not will only lead to disappointment. And third, don't give up. There's someone out there for everyone, even for us socially awkward weirdos. Just remember, dating is like a treasure hunt. You've got to dig through a lot of dirt and disappointment, but eventually you'll find that shiny piece of gold. And when you do, it'll be worth all the effort. Thanks again for listening to my story. I hope you enjoyed my ramblings about the dating maze. And remember, if you ever feel like giving up on love, just think of me, the comedian who once got rejected by a girl for a Pokemon. If I can keep going, so can you. Now go out there and find your own dating adventure.